Night has finally arrived, and for a little while you do not need to carry the weight of the whole world anymore. The pressure of the day can slowly begin to loosen its grip on your heart. The worries that followed you from morning until now do not need to stay so loud inside your mind tonight. Right now you are safe. Right now you can rest. Right now you can breathe again. As you settle into your bed, allow your shoulders to relax little by little. Let your breathing become slower and softer. Feel the quietness of the room around you. Maybe today was difficult. Maybe your thoughts have been racing for hours. Maybe your heart has been carrying fears that no one else can see. But tonight Jesus is near. His presence is gentle and calm. He is not rushing you. He is not disappointed in you. He is simply here beside you. Take a slow breath in. Then slowly breathe out. Let every breath remind you that you are still held by the love of God. Even after exhausting days. Even after painful moments. Even after nights where anxiety tried to steal your peace. God has not walked away from you. Sometimes people spend so much of their lives trying to stay strong that they forget how tired they truly are. They smile in front of others while quietly struggling inside. They continue moving forward while their hearts become heavier and heavier. They try to solve every problem alone. They carry responsibilities that slowly drain their joy. And at night, when the world becomes quiet, their hidden fears begin to speak louder. But tonight you do not need to fight every battle inside your mind. Tonight you do not need to force yourself to have all the answers. Jesus already understands the things you cannot explain. He sees every silent worry. He sees every hidden sadness. He sees the exhaustion that words cannot fully describe. The beautiful thing about God's presence is that you do not need to earn it. You do not need to become perfect before resting in His peace. You can come exactly as you are. Tired hearts are welcome here. Heavy minds are welcome here. Broken emotions are welcome here. Outside, the night sky stretches quietly above the earth. The darkness is soft and still. A cool breeze moves gently through the trees. Somewhere far away, rain softly touches the ground. The world itself seems to be slowing down. And as the night grows deeper, your soul can begin slowing down too. Jesus often met people in their moments of weakness. Not when they had everything together. Not when they appeared strong and confident. He came close to people who were weary. People who were afraid. People who needed comfort. And tonight His heart toward you has not changed. You may have spent the day feeling overwhelmed by responsibilities. Maybe your mind keeps replaying conversations that hurt you. Maybe there are uncertainties about tomorrow that make your chest feel tight. Maybe there are burdens inside your heart that no one around you fully understands. But God understands completely. There are moments in life when people become so used to stress that they forget what peace even feels like. Their bodies stay tense. Their thoughts stay restless. Their hearts stay alert even when they are lying in bed. But your soul was not created to live trapped in endless fear. Your heart was created to rest in the presence of God. Tonight, let yourself stop striving for a moment. Let yourself release the pressure to control everything. Some things are too heavy for human hands to carry alone. That is why God's presence matters so deeply. He offers peace that reaches places inside us that human comfort cannot always touch. As you continue resting, imagine yourself sitting quietly beside a calm lake late at night. The moonlight reflects gently across the water. The air is cool and peaceful. The sounds around you are soft and distant. You feel no pressure there. No noise. No expectations. Only stillness. And beside you, Jesus sits quietly in the calmness of the night. He says nothing harsh. Nothing demanding. His presence alone brings comfort. In that peaceful silence, your heart begins to feel safe again. Sometimes healing does not happen loudly. Sometimes peace enters slowly, little by little, breath by breath, prayer by prayer, one quiet moment at a time. Maybe there are wounds inside you that are still healing. Maybe there are memories that still bring pain. Maybe there are fears about the future that continue to follow you. But tonight you are being reminded that you do not walk through life alone. God stays close to people who feel weak. He stays close to those who are emotionally tired. He stays close during sleepless nights and anxious thoughts. Even when your faith feels small, His love remains steady. The night can sometimes feel lonely. Darkness often makes emotions feel heavier. But there is something deeply comforting about remembering that while the world sleeps, God continues watching over you. His care does not disappear when the lights go out. His peace does not fade during difficult nights. As your breathing slows, allow your thoughts to soften. You do not need to replay every fear tonight. You do not need to solve tomorrow before sleeping. Rest is not laziness. Rest is part of healing. Even your soul needs quiet moments to breathe again. Jesus cares about the tired places inside you. He cares about your emotional burdens. He cares about the fears you try to hide from others. Nothing about your struggle is invisible to Him. There are people who carry anxiety for so long that they begin believing peace is impossible for them. But peace is still possible. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because God remains present even when life feels uncertain. The sound of gentle rain continues outside. The cool night air fills the darkness with calmness. Your body slowly sinks deeper into rest. Your heartbeat becomes slower. Your breathing becomes softer. Your thoughts become quieter. Tonight is not about forcing yourself to feel strong. Tonight is about allowing yourself to be comforted. Sometimes people need permission to rest emotionally. They need permission to stop carrying guilt for being tired. They need permission to admit they are overwhelmed. And tonight you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop fighting every anxious thought for a little while. You are allowed to place your worries into God's hands. You are allowed to simply breathe and exist in His presence. Jesus does not look at you with frustration. He looks at you with compassion. He understands how heavy life can feel. He understands emotional exhaustion. He understands grief, stress, fear, and uncertainty. And still He remains near. As the night becomes quieter, allow your heart to remember this truth. You are deeply loved by God. Not because you performed perfectly today. Not because you had enough strength, but simply because His love is steady and faithful. Even now, while you lie here in the stillness of the night, God's presence surrounds you gently, like a soft covering over your weary soul, like warmth after a cold storm, like calm after endless noise. The world can often feel overwhelming. There is so much pressure to keep moving faster, to accomplish more, to carry more, to worry more. But your soul was never meant to live without rest. Jesus invites tired people to come close to Him. Not after they become perfect. Not after they fix every problem. But exactly in the middle of their weariness. Tonight you can let your tired heart rest there. You can let your anxious thoughts become quieter. You can let your breathing slow. You can let the peace of God gently cover your mind. And while you rest tonight, may you remember that you are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not alone in your struggles. God is near, even here in the quiet darkness. Before sleep fully takes over, let this final prayer settle softly into your heart. Jesus, tonight I place every anxious thought into your hands. Please calm every restless part of my mind. Help my heart feel safe in your presence. Let your peace cover every fear that still feels heavy inside me. Remind me that I do not carry life alone. Stay close to me through every hour of this night. Fill my heart with gentle rest and quiet hope. And when morning comes, let me wake feeling lighter, calmer, and surrounded by your love. Amen. The night has become even quieter now. The world outside feels distant and slow. The responsibilities of the day no longer need your attention in this moment. You have done enough for today. Your heart can finally begin to rest. Take another slow breath in. Hold it gently for a moment. Then slowly breathe out. Feel your body becoming heavier against the bed beneath you. Let every breath carry away another layer of stress and tension. Jesus is here with you in the stillness of this night. His presence is soft and peaceful. He does not come with pressure or fear. He comes with gentleness. He comes with compassion. He comes close to weary hearts that need rest. Sometimes people become so used to carrying emotional weight that they no longer realize how tired they are. They continue moving through life while quietly feeling empty inside. They wake up exhausted. They go through the day trying to stay strong. Then night arrives and their minds refuse to slow down. Maybe you understand that feeling tonight. Maybe there are thoughts inside your mind that keep repeating themselves. Worries about the future. Regret from the past. Fear about things you cannot control. Sometimes anxiety speaks so loudly that peace feels far away. But even now, God is closer than your fear. You do not need to earn His comfort tonight. You do not need to prove your worthiness before resting in His presence. Jesus already knows every part of your story. And still He loves you deeply. Outside your window, the night sky stretches peacefully above the earth. Clouds drift slowly across the darkness. The wind moves softly through the trees. Somewhere in the distance, rain gently falls against the ground. The whole world seems to whisper for your heart to slow down. And little by little your soul begins listening. There are moments in life when people feel emotionally worn down without fully understanding why. Sometimes it is not one large problem. Sometimes it is years of carrying stress without rest. Years of overthinking. Years of trying to be enough for everyone around them. Years of hiding pain behind tired smiles. But Jesus sees beyond the surface. He sees the exhaustion hidden behind your strong appearance. He sees the emotional battles that nobody else notices. He sees the nights when fear quietly steals your peace. And tonight He wants your heart to rest. Not because every problem is suddenly solved, but because you were never meant to carry life alone. Imagine yourself sitting beside a quiet river under the stars. The water moves slowly and peacefully through the darkness. The air is cool and calm against your skin. The sounds around you are soft and distant. Everything feels safe there. Jesus sits beside you near the water. His presence feels warm and steady. There is no pressure in this place. No need to perform. No need to pretend. You simply rest beside Him in the silence of the night. Sometimes healing begins in quiet moments like this. Not through loud answers. Not through sudden miracles. But through peaceful reminders that you are deeply loved even while you feel weak. The human heart becomes tired when it carries too much fear for too long. Fear slowly steals joy. It steals sleep. It steals peace from the mind. But God's presence gently restores what anxiety tries to take away. As you continue breathing slowly, feel your thoughts becoming softer now. The worries that once felt overwhelming begin losing their strength. Your heartbeat slows. Your muscles relax. Your mind no longer needs to stay alert to every fear. Tonight your soul can finally rest for a while. Jesus understands emotional pain better than anyone. He understands grief, loneliness, disappointment, and uncertainty. He understands how exhausting it feels to carry invisible burdens day after day. And still he remains patient and kind toward you. His love does not disappear when your faith feels weak. His care does not fade when your mind feels anxious. Even during nights where your emotions feel heavy, God continues holding you gently. Maybe there are moments from your past that still hurt. Maybe there are wounds that have not fully healed yet. Maybe there are fears about tomorrow that continue sitting heavily inside your chest. But tonight you do not need to solve everything. Tonight you can simply breathe. You can let yourself become still. You can allow God's peace to slowly quiet the noise inside your heart. The night air feels cooler now. The darkness no longer feels frightening. Instead, it feels peaceful and calm. Like a blanket gently covering the earth while everything rests. And as you lie here tonight, Jesus watches over you with tenderness. There is something comforting about knowing you are fully seen and still deeply loved. God knows every hidden fear inside your heart, and yet He continues drawing near to you. He is not distant from your pain. He walks beside you through it. Many people spend their lives searching for peace in places that leave them even more exhausted. They search for control, for approval, for certainty about the future. But true rest begins when the soul realizes it can safely rest in God's presence. You do not need to carry tomorrow tonight. You do not need to relive every painful memory tonight. You do not need to force yourself to feel okay right now. Jesus is already near, and His peace is slowly surrounding you. Feel your body becoming more relaxed now. Your breathing feels deeper and steadier. Your thoughts move more slowly. The stress that followed you through the day is beginning to fade into the background. Sleep is gently approaching. Your heart is becoming calmer. Your soul is becoming lighter. And while the world sleeps around you, may you remember this simple truth. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. God's love remains close beside you even during difficult nights. Before you drift deeper into rest, let this gentle prayer settle into your spirit. Jesus, thank you for staying beside me tonight. Thank you for understanding the hidden fears and exhaustion inside my heart. Please quiet every anxious thought and fill my mind with your peace. Help me release the burdens I was never meant to carry alone. Let your presence calm every restless part of my soul. Stay near to me through this night and let me wake tomorrow feeling rested, renewed, and deeply loved. Amen. The night feels softer now. The room around you has grown still and peaceful. The worries that once felt loud have slowly begun to fade into the background. Your breathing is calmer. Your heart is becoming lighter. And little by little your soul is beginning to rest. Take another slow breath in. Feel the cool air fill your lungs gently. Then slowly breathe out and let your whole body relax even more deeply. There is nothing you need to prove tonight. Nothing you need to fix in this moment. You are safe here in the quiet presence of God. Jesus is near you tonight. Closer than your fears. Closer than your anxious thoughts. Closer than the burdens you carried through the day. His presence surrounds you softly like warm light in the darkness. Outside, the world continues slowing down. The trees move gently in the cool night breeze. The stars remain quietly above the earth. Somewhere far away, soft rain touches rooftops and empty streets. The night itself feels peaceful and calm. And your heart can enter that same peace now. Many people carry silent exhaustion for so long that they forget what true rest feels like. They wake up tired. They move through the day worried and overwhelmed. Their minds continue racing even when their bodies are begging for sleep. Fear slowly becomes normal to them. But your soul was never meant to live trapped in endless worry. God created your heart to experience peace too. Not a perfect life without problems, but peace that remains even while life feels uncertain. Tonight, Jesus gently reminds you that you do not need to carry every burden alone anymore. You can release your fears little by little into His hands. You can stop fighting every anxious thought. You can finally let your tired mind rest. Imagine yourself walking slowly through a quiet field under the moonlight. The grass moves softly beneath the cool wind. The stars above you shine gently in the darkness. Everything around you feels calm and safe. In the distance you see a warm light glowing softly beside a small wooden cabin. As you walk closer, you realize Jesus is waiting there for you. His face is peaceful and kind. His eyes hold compassion and understanding. There is no judgment in His presence. Only love. You step inside the quiet cabin and sit beside a warm fire. The room feels safe and comforting. Outside, the night remains calm and still. Jesus sits nearby quietly beside you. No pressure. No fear. No need to explain your pain. And for the first time in a long while, your heart begins feeling safe enough to rest. Sometimes people become emotionally exhausted because they have carried too much for too long. They try to stay strong for everyone else while silently feeling overwhelmed inside. They hide their sadness. They hide their fears. They continue pushing forward even when their souls are tired. But Jesus sees beyond the surface. He sees the hidden stress inside your thoughts. He sees the emotional wounds nobody else notices. He sees the nights where anxiety steals your peace. And still He stays near. There is something deeply healing about being fully known and still fully loved. God's love is not based on your performance. His peace is not reserved only for people who seem strong. His compassion reaches tired hearts too. As you continue resting tonight, let your thoughts slow down even more. Let every slow breath carry away another layer of fear. Let your body sink deeper into the comfort beneath you. You do not need to relive every painful memory tonight. You do not need to prepare yourself for every possible problem tomorrow. You do not need to carry the weight of the entire future before falling asleep. God is already there in tomorrow, and He will still be with you when morning comes. The fire beside you glows softly in the quiet cabin. The warmth feels peaceful against your skin. Outside, the stars continue shining silently over the earth. Everything around you feels protected and still. Jesus looks at you gently and reminds your heart that you were never meant to live without rest. He invites weary souls to come close and breathe again. He invites anxious minds to become still. He invites tired hearts to stop striving for a while. Tonight you can rest there beside Him. Tonight you can allow your fears to loosen their grip. Tonight you can let peace slowly cover your thoughts like a soft blanket. Sometimes healing happens quietly while the world sleeps. Sometimes God restores hearts gently, one peaceful moment at a time. Not through pressure, not through fear, but through calm, steady love. And tonight His love surrounds you completely. Your breathing feels slow and peaceful now. Your body feels heavier with rest. Your mind no longer feels as restless as before. Sleep is drawing closer with every passing moment. The cool night air outside remains soft and calm. The stars continue shining quietly above the darkness. And inside this peaceful moment, your soul begins remembering what safety feels like again. Jesus has not forgotten you. God has not abandoned you. You are still deeply loved even on difficult nights. As your eyes grow heavier, allow every anxious thought to drift further away. Let your heart rest in the quiet comfort of God's presence. Let the stillness of this night bring healing to the tired places inside you. And before sleep gently carries you away, let this final prayer settle softly into your soul. Jesus, thank you for staying close to me tonight. Thank you for being patient with my tired heart and anxious mind. Please cover me with your peace as I sleep. Quiet every fear inside me and help my soul finally rest. Remind me that I do not walk through life alone. Stay beside me through every hour of this night and let your comfort remain with me until morning. Fill my dreams with peace and let me wake tomorrow with renewed strength and hope. Amen. The night has grown deep and quiet now. The air feels cooler and softer around you. The noise of the day continues fading further into the distance. Your body rests gently against the bed beneath you and your breathing becomes slower with every passing moment. Tonight there is no need to rush. No need to force your thoughts into order. No need to carry every burden by yourself anymore. This moment is for rest. This moment is for peace. This moment is for allowing your tired soul to breathe again. Jesus is here beside you in the stillness of this night. His presence is calm and steady like soft light shining quietly in darkness. He understands every hidden fear inside your heart. He understands the exhaustion you rarely speak about. And tonight he gently invites you to rest near him. Imagine yourself far away from all stress and pressure. You are standing in a wide, peaceful field beneath a dark blue sky filled with stars. The night air moves softly across the tall grass. Everything feels calm and untouched by fear. In the distance you hear the soft sound of harp music floating through the quiet night. The melody is gentle and peaceful. Every note feels calming to your soul. You begin walking slowly toward the music. As you move through the field, the grass sways softly beneath the cool breeze. The stars above shine brighter against the darkness. Soon you see a young shepherd sitting quietly on a large stone beside a flock of sheep. A small fire glows beside him while he plays the harp peacefully beneath the night sky. His face is calm. His movements are gentle. The sheep nearby rest safely around him. This young shepherd is David. Before he became king. Before the battles. Before the fame. Before the pain of war and betrayal. He was simply a shepherd sitting quietly beneath the stars with God near him. You sit down quietly nearby and listen to the peaceful sound of his harp. The music seems to slow every anxious thought inside your mind. The melody feels almost like a prayer floating softly through the cool night air. David lifts his eyes toward the sky while continuing to play. His face carries peace but also deep understanding. He knows what fear feels like. He knows what loneliness feels like. Even at a young age he learned how fragile life can sometimes feel. Yet even here in the quiet darkness he trusts that God is near. The sheep around him sleep peacefully while the fire crackles softly beside the stone. The night feels safe here. Calm, protected. As you listen to the music, your heart begins slowing down even more. There is something deeply healing about quiet moments like this. Moments where the soul no longer feels pressured to keep running. Moments where the mind no longer needs to carry constant noise. Moments where peace slowly enters again. David gently sets the harp beside him and looks out across the field. The cool wind moves through the grass while distant mountains rest quietly beneath the stars. Then David quietly speaks about the faithfulness of God. He speaks about nights where fear tried to enter his heart while protecting the sheep alone in darkness. He speaks about moments where danger appeared suddenly from the shadows. Lions, bears, wild threats hiding in the night. But he also speaks about how God stayed beside him through every frightening moment. As he talks, you begin realizing something important. David was brave, but he was also human. Fear still existed. Pain still existed. Stress still existed. Yet he continued placing his trust in God again and again. Sometimes people believe faith means never feeling afraid. But that is not true. Even faithful hearts experience fear sometimes. Even strong people become emotionally tired. Even people who trust God can still feel overwhelmed by life. But the beautiful thing about God is that He does not walk away when fear appears. He remains close through every anxious moment. The fire beside David glows warmly while the peaceful field remains silent around you both. You notice how calm the sheep are while resting nearby. They trust the shepherd watching over them through the darkness. And slowly your heart begins understanding something beautiful. In many ways, Jesus watches over you with that same gentle care. Even during nights where anxiety feels heavy. Even during seasons where life feels uncertain. Even during moments where your thoughts become restless. God continues staying near. The cool night breeze brushes softly against your face while you sit quietly beside David. The peaceful stillness around you begins calming every anxious thought little by little. David picks up the harp once more and begins playing another gentle melody. The sound drifts softly across the sleeping field like peaceful water flowing through darkness. As the music continues, David speaks softly about how worship often calmed his heart after frightening moments. After facing danger. After exhausting days. After emotional stress. He would sit quietly in God's presence and allow peace to slowly return. Tonight maybe your heart needs that same peace too. Maybe life has exhausted you more than you realize. Maybe stress has followed you for too long. Maybe your mind has stayed restless night after night. But here in this quiet moment you are being reminded that your soul was never meant to carry endless fear alone. Jesus understands emotional exhaustion. He understands hidden anxiety. He understands the quiet battles people fight inside themselves every day. And still His love remains patient and gentle toward you. The stars above continue shining peacefully across the dark sky. The sheep rest safely nearby. The fire burns softly beside the stone. Everything around you feels still and calm. Your breathing becomes deeper now. Your body feels heavier with rest. Your thoughts no longer move so quickly. The peaceful sound of David's harp continues floating gently through the night while your heart slowly settles into calmness. And as the night grows even quieter, you begin realizing that maybe you do not need to be afraid of slowing down anymore. Maybe rest is not weakness. Maybe peace is not impossible. Maybe God truly is still near even during difficult nights. The young shepherd continues playing peacefully while the stars shine softly above the field. His music carries no fear, no panic, only trust. And tonight your soul can rest in that same quiet trust too. You do not need to carry tomorrow yet. You do not need to fight every anxious thought tonight. You do not need to solve every problem before sleeping. God is already watching over you. Jesus is already near. And slowly, peacefully, your heart can begin letting go. Before you drift deeper into rest, let this gentle prayer settle softly into your soul. Jesus, thank you for staying near me tonight. Thank you for understanding every hidden fear and every tired place inside my heart. Please help me release the stress and anxiety I have carried for too long. Let your peace calm my thoughts and quiet every restless feeling inside me. Watch over me through this night like a gentle shepherd watching over his flock. Help me rest safely in your presence and wake tomorrow feeling renewed, peaceful, and deeply loved. Amen. The night feels even more peaceful now. The darkness around you no longer feels heavy or overwhelming. Instead, it feels calm and quiet, like the whole world has finally slowed down enough for your soul to breathe again. Your body rests gently beneath warm blankets. Your breathing has become softer and steadier. Every slow breath helps your mind become quieter. Every moment of stillness allows peace to move deeper into your heart. Jesus remains near you tonight. He has not stepped away from your fears. He has not forgotten your exhaustion. Even now, His presence surrounds you gently in the silence of this peaceful night. Imagine yourself once again walking through the quiet field beneath the stars. The cool air brushes softly against your face while the moonlight stretches across the grass like silver light. Everything feels calm and untouched by stress. In the distance you hear the gentle sound of David's harp once more. The peaceful melody drifts softly through the darkness. It sounds comforting and warm, like a safe place for tired hearts. You walk toward the music slowly, feeling more relaxed with every step. David still sits beside the small fire watching over the sheep resting nearby. The flames move gently in the night air while the stars continue shining quietly above him. He looks peaceful, but there is also wisdom in his eyes. The kind of wisdom that comes from surviving difficult seasons. You sit quietly beside him again while the music continues. For a while neither of you speaks. The field remains silent except for the soft sound of the harp and the gentle movement of the wind through the grass. Then David begins sharing more about the hidden struggles people carry inside themselves. He speaks softly about fear. Not the loud kind people easily notice, but the quiet fear people hide deep inside their hearts. Fear of failing. Fear of losing people they love. Fear that tomorrow may bring more pain. Fear that life may never truly feel peaceful again. David understands those feelings well. Even while protecting sheep in peaceful fields, he often faced danger alone in the darkness. Wild animals could appear suddenly without warning. Long nights beneath the open sky could feel lonely and uncertain. Sometimes fear whispered quietly inside him too. But David learned something important during those lonely nights. Fear becomes smaller when the heart remembers God is near. As the fire glows softly beside you, David gently places his harp down for a moment and looks across the sleeping field. The sheep rest peacefully because they trust the shepherd watching over them. And in the same way your soul can rest tonight because Jesus watches over you with even greater care. Sometimes people become emotionally exhausted because they spend too much time trying to control everything around them. They stay alert constantly. They prepare for worst-case scenarios. Their minds never fully rest because fear convinces them they must always stay ready for danger. But human hearts were never designed to live trapped in constant fear. Your soul needs peace too. Your body needs rest too. Your mind needs gentle stillness too. The night breeze moves softly across the field while David begins playing another peaceful melody on the harp. The music feels slower now. Softer. Almost like a lullaby for weary hearts. As you listen, your thoughts begin drifting further away from stress and worry. The fears that once felt overwhelming no longer seem quite as powerful. Your breathing slows even more deeply. Your shoulders relax. Your heartbeat becomes calm and steady. Jesus understands how difficult life can sometimes feel. He understands emotional wounds that people carry quietly for years. He understands nights where anxiety refuses to let the mind rest. And still he remains patient with tired hearts. His love is not rushed. His peace is not forceful. He gently invites people to rest beside him one breath at a time. David begins speaking again while quietly watching the stars above. He talks about how worship became a place of healing for his soul. After frightening moments, after exhausting days, after loneliness and uncertainty, music and prayer reminded him that God remained close even during difficult seasons. Tonight maybe your soul needs that reminder too. You are not abandoned in your struggles. You are not forgotten during anxious nights. You are not weak because you feel emotionally tired sometimes. You are human. And God stays near human hearts that need comfort. The fire beside David continues glowing warmly against the cool darkness. The sheep remain peaceful nearby. The stars above shine endlessly across the heavens. Everything around you feels safe. Everything feels still. And slowly your heart begins realizing that peace is possible again. Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because God's presence remains steady even when life feels uncertain. David smiles softly while continuing to play the harp beneath the stars. His music carries quiet trust through the darkness. Trust that God watches over every fearful heart. Trust that peace can exist even during difficult nights. As you continue resting beside the fire, you feel sleep drawing closer. The tension inside your body melts away little by little. The worries inside your mind become softer and more distant. Your soul no longer feels trapped in noise. Instead, there is calmness, stillness, peace. Jesus remains beside you through every slow breath tonight. And while the world rests around you, His love continues surrounding your tired heart gently and faithfully. You no longer need to carry every fear by yourself. You no longer need to stay emotionally alert every moment. Tonight you can finally rest like sheep safely resting beside their shepherd under the quiet night sky. The harp music continues softly in the distance while your eyes grow heavier. The stars above remain peaceful and bright. The cool night air feels calm and comforting. And your soul slowly settles deeper into the safety of God's presence. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this gentle prayer rest quietly over your heart. Jesus, thank you for watching over me tonight. Thank you for understanding every hidden fear and every restless thought inside me. Please help my heart release the stress and anxiety I have carried for too long. Fill my mind with your peace and help my soul feel safe in your presence. Like a shepherd watching over his sheep, please stay near me through every hour of this night. Let my body rest deeply and let my spirit wake renewed with hope, peace, and calmness tomorrow morning. Amen. The night has become very still now. The quietness around you feels gentle and safe. The worries of the day seem far away compared to the calmness surrounding you in this moment. Your breathing is slow and peaceful. Your body feels heavy with rest. And little by little your heart is learning how to be still again. Jesus remains close beside you tonight. Even in silence, His presence brings comfort. Even in darkness, His peace continues surrounding you softly. You are not facing this night alone. God is still watching over you with tenderness and care. Imagine yourself once more sitting beside David beneath the stars. The cool air moves gently through the peaceful field while the sheep sleep quietly nearby. The small fire beside you glows softly against the darkness. The peaceful sound of the harp continues drifting through the night. Everything feels calm here. Everything feels safe. David quietly watches the stars above while gently moving his fingers across the harp strings. The music sounds slow and comforting. Every note seems to carry peace deeper into your soul. For a long moment there are no words at all. Only stillness. Only peace. Only the quiet reminder that God remains near. Then David softly begins speaking again. He talks about how many people hide their emotional pain behind strong faces. They continue moving through life while secretly feeling exhausted inside. They carry stress for so long that they forget what peace even feels like anymore. David understands that kind of weariness. Even after moments of victory, he still carried emotional scars from fear, loneliness, and pressure. Fighting lions. Facing danger. Living through uncertainty. Those experiences left deep marks on his heart. But during quiet nights beneath the stars, David learned how to bring those fears into God's presence instead of carrying them alone. Tonight you are being invited to do the same. You do not need to hide your exhaustion from Jesus. You do not need to pretend your heart is stronger than it feels. You do not need to carry every anxious thought by yourself anymore. The fire beside you crackles softly while the peaceful field remains silent around you. Above, the stars shine endlessly across the deep night sky. Everything around you feels slow and calm. David continues playing quietly while speaking about trust. Not the kind of trust that ignores fear, but the kind of trust that chooses to believe God stays near even during frightening moments. Sometimes life wounds people slowly. Stress builds quietly over time. Fear grows silently in the heart. People become emotionally tired without realizing how deeply drained they truly are. But God sees every hidden burden. He notices every sleepless night. He understands every anxious thought. And still He stays close. The music from the harp becomes softer now, almost blending into the cool wind moving across the field. Your thoughts feel slower, gentler. The worries that once felt loud no longer carry the same weight. Jesus is calming your heart little by little. Not through pressure, not through fear, but through peaceful presence. As you sit beside David, you notice how peaceful the sheep remain while resting near the shepherd. They are not afraid of the darkness because they know someone trustworthy watches over them. And tonight your soul can rest in that same safety. Jesus watches over you through every moment of this night. Even while you sleep. Even while your mind finally becomes quiet. Even while your body rests deeply. God remains near. The cool night breeze brushes softly against your face while the peaceful stars continue shining overhead. The fire glows warmly beside you while David gently sings quiet words of worship beneath his breath. There is no panic here. No rushing. No pressure to fight every fear tonight. Only rest. Only stillness. Only peace. Sometimes healing begins when people finally allow themselves to slow down long enough to receive comfort. For so long, many hearts remain trapped in survival mode. Constantly worried. Constantly tense. Constantly preparing for the next problem. But tonight your soul can step out of that exhaustion for a while. Tonight you can breathe freely again. Tonight you can let your tired mind rest. Jesus understands emotional wounds better than anyone. He understands loneliness, grief, fear, disappointment, and hidden anxiety. And still his love remains gentle toward every weary heart. The stars above seem brighter now against the deep darkness. The peaceful field stretches endlessly around you. Everything feels calm and protected beneath the night sky. David slowly sets the harp beside him and quietly looks toward the heavens. There is peace in his face now. Not because his life was easy, but because he learned that God remained faithful through every difficult season. And tonight that same faithfulness surrounds you too. Your breathing feels deep and steady now. Your body feels fully relaxed. Your thoughts no longer race with fear. Instead, your soul feels wrapped gently in peace. The fire beside you burns lower and softer while the field grows even quieter. Sleep begins drawing near like gentle waves slowly carrying you into rest. Jesus remains beside you through every slow, peaceful breath. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are deeply loved even in your weakest moments. And tonight you can safely rest in that love. Before sleep fully takes you, let this final prayer settle softly into your spirit. Jesus, thank you for staying beside me through this peaceful night. Thank you for understanding the hidden fears and emotional exhaustion inside my heart. Please continue calming my mind and healing every restless place inside me. Help me trust that I do not carry life alone. Watch over me while I sleep and let your peace remain with me until morning. Fill my dreams with comfort and let me wake tomorrow with renewed hope, calmness, and strength. Amen. The night is peaceful now. The darkness around you feels calm and gentle instead of heavy. Your breathing has slowed. Your body feels warm and relaxed beneath the blankets. Little by little, the stress of the day is fading away. Jesus is still near you tonight. Even now, while the world sleeps, His presence remains steady and comforting beside you. You are not alone with your thoughts. You are not abandoned in your struggles. God continues watching over your tired heart with patience and love. Take a slow, deep breath in. Then slowly breathe out. Let every breath loosen another layer of fear and tension from your body. Let your thoughts drift more quietly now. Imagine yourself once again standing in the peaceful land of Israel beneath a sky filled with stars. The cool night air brushes softly against your face while distant hills rest silently in the darkness. Everything feels still. Far away you hear voices and movement carried through the night wind. As you walk forward slowly, you begin seeing hundreds of tents spread across the valley below. Fires glow softly between groups of soldiers resting uneasily in the darkness. Fear hangs over the camp like a heavy cloud. The Israelite soldiers are exhausted. Their hearts are troubled. For days they have lived under the shadow of a giant named Goliath. Every morning he appears shouting threats across the valley. Every day fear grows stronger inside the camp. Tonight the fear still remains. You quietly move through the tents, watching tired soldiers sitting beside small fires. Some stare silently into the darkness. Others whisper nervously among themselves. No one seems peaceful. At the center of the camp, King Saul sits surrounded by commanders and warriors. His face looks heavy with stress. The pressure of leadership has drained his spirit. Even the strongest people sometimes become emotionally exhausted. Fear can do that to the human heart. It slowly steals confidence. It steals rest. It steals peace. And many people tonight understand that feeling deeply. Sometimes life places giants in front of us that seem impossible to overcome. Fear about health. Fear about finances. Fear about relationships. Fear about the future. Some burdens become so overwhelming that anxiety begins controlling the mind. But tonight this story gently reminds your heart that God remains bigger than every giant fear tries to place before you. As the cool wind moves through the camp, you suddenly notice a familiar young shepherd walking quietly between the soldiers, carrying supplies for his brothers. It is David. He does not look like a warrior. He does not wear heavy armor. He simply walks calmly through the fearful camp while the giant continues shouting threats in the distance. Many soldiers avoid even looking toward the battlefield. But David listens carefully. Then something unexpected happens. While everyone else focuses on the size of the giant, David focuses on the greatness of God. There is peace in his eyes even while fear surrounds him. You quietly follow David through the camp while distant fires flicker against the dark sky. The soldiers continue whispering nervously. Anxiety fills the air around them. Yet David speaks differently. He asks why everyone seems so afraid when God is still with them. His words are not arrogant. They are filled with trust. David understands fear exists. He has already faced danger before. He remembers lonely nights protecting sheep from wild animals. He remembers moments where fear could easily have taken control of his heart. But he also remembers God's faithfulness through every frightening season. Sometimes courage is not the absence of fear. Sometimes courage simply means remembering that God remains near even while fear exists. As you continue walking beside David, you begin realizing something beautiful. Fear grows louder when people feel alone. But peace slowly returns when the soul remembers God still walks beside them. The giant Goliath appears once again across the valley, shouting loudly into the night. His voice echoes through the hills while many soldiers lower their heads in fear. He looks impossibly strong, impossibly large, impossibly overwhelming. And maybe tonight some of your own struggles feel that way too. Maybe there are fears inside your life that seem too big to face. Maybe anxiety has whispered that peace will never return. Maybe stress has exhausted your heart for so long that hope feels distant sometimes. But tonight this peaceful story gently reminds you that no giant is greater than God's presence beside you. David continues walking calmly toward the battlefield while many soldiers watch in confusion. Some laugh quietly. Others shake their heads in disbelief. They cannot understand how someone so young remains peaceful in the middle of fear. But David has already learned something many people spend years discovering. True peace does not come from feeling strong enough by yourself. True peace comes from trusting that God stays near during every battle. The stars above the valley shine softly against the darkness while the cool wind moves across the battlefield. Everything around you feels strangely still despite the tension in the air. David kneels quietly near a small stream and carefully chooses smooth stones for his sling. His movements remain calm and steady. No panic. No rushing. Only quiet trust. As you watch him, something inside your own heart begins softening too. Maybe you have spent too long fighting every battle alone. Maybe you have carried stress, fear, and emotional exhaustion without rest. Maybe your mind has become tired from constantly preparing for worst-case scenarios. But tonight Jesus gently reminds you that you do not face life by yourself anymore. God remains with you in every valley, in every anxious season, In every sleepless night, in every overwhelming moment, David slowly stands and walks toward the giant while the valley grows silent around him. The soldiers stop whispering. Everyone watches carefully. Goliath laughs loudly when he sees the young shepherd approaching. The giant sees weakness, but God sees faith. And sometimes the world misunderstands quiet trust too. Many people think peace only belongs to those with easy lives. But often the deepest peace grows inside hearts that learn to lean on God during difficult seasons. As David steps onto the battlefield, the cool night air feels calm around you. The stars continue shining above the valley while the world seems to pause for one quiet moment. And deep inside your own heart, something beautiful begins happening. The fears that once felt overwhelming no longer seem quite as powerful. Your breathing slows even more. Your shoulders relax. Your thoughts become quieter. Because tonight your soul is remembering that Jesus remains bigger than every fear you carry. The giant continues shouting loudly across the valley. But David no longer listens to fear. He listens to trust. And tonight maybe your heart can begin doing the same. You do not need to carry tomorrow tonight. You do not need to solve every fear before sleeping. You do not need to fight every battle alone anymore. God remains beside you even now in the stillness of this peaceful night. Before you drift deeper into sleep, let this gentle prayer settle softly into your heart. Jesus, thank you for staying near me through every fearful season of life. Thank you for reminding me tonight that no burden is greater than your peace. Please calm every anxious thought inside my mind and help my heart trust you more deeply. When fear feels overwhelming, remind me that I never face life alone. Stay beside me through every hour of this night and fill my soul with quiet courage, peaceful rest, and gentle hope for tomorrow. Amen. The night continues growing quieter around you. The world feels distant now. Your body rests peacefully while your breathing moves slow and steady. Every gentle breath carries you deeper into calmness. Every peaceful moment softens the stress that once felt heavy inside your chest. Jesus is still beside you tonight. His presence remains steady through every quiet moment. Even now, while your eyes grow heavier and your thoughts become slower, God continues watching over your heart with gentle care. Imagine yourself still standing near the valley where David faces the giant. The cool night air moves softly across the hills while distant fires glow beside the tents of the Israelite soldiers. Everything feels silent now. The whole valley seems to hold its breath. David stands alone before Goliath. The giant towers above him with heavy armor shining beneath the moonlight. His voice echoes loudly through the darkness while soldiers watch nervously from a distance. Fear fills the valley. Yet David remains calm. not because he feels powerful by himself, but because his trust rests in God instead of fear. Tonight maybe your own life has felt like standing before giants too. Sometimes anxiety feels enormous. Sometimes stress feels impossible to escape. Sometimes emotional pain becomes so heavy that peace seems far away. Many people carry invisible giants inside their hearts every day. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing control, fear of loneliness, fear that life may never feel peaceful again. But tonight this quiet story gently reminds your soul that fear does not have the final word. God remains greater than every giant standing before you. The moonlight stretches softly across the valley floor while David slowly steps forward. His movements remain peaceful and steady. No panic. No anger. Only quiet trust. As you watch him, something begins changing inside your own heart too. The fears that once felt overwhelming begin losing some of their power. Your breathing grows deeper. Your body relaxes more fully into rest. The tension inside your mind slowly fades. Because peace often begins when the soul remembers it does not walk through life alone. Goliath laughs loudly at David. The giant cannot understand how someone so young and simple could stand without fear before him. Many of the soldiers watching nearby also feel confused. But David has learned something important during lonely nights beneath the stars while watching over sheep. God does not abandon people during impossible moments. And tonight maybe your own heart needs that reminder too. Jesus has not abandoned you in your anxious seasons. He has not forgotten you during sleepless nights. He has not stepped away from your emotional exhaustion. Even now his presence surrounds you gently. The cool breeze moves across the valley while David quietly lifts the sling in his hand. His eyes remain focused. His spirit remains calm. Not because the giant suddenly became smaller, but because trust became stronger than fear. Sometimes life changes when people stop staring only at their problems and begin remembering God's faithfulness again. David remembers the nights God protected him before. He remembers surviving frightening moments in lonely fields. He remembers how God stayed near through danger and uncertainty. And tonight your soul can remember that same faithfulness too. There were difficult seasons you already survived. There were painful nights God quietly carried you through. There were moments you thought would break you forever, yet somehow His presence remained beside you. The valley feels peaceful now despite the battle standing before David. The stars above shine softly through the darkness while the soldiers wait silently. Then in one sudden moment the stone leaves David's sling. The giant falls. The valley becomes completely still. Shock spreads across every face. Fear no longer controls the battlefield. And as you stand there in the quietness, something beautiful settles into your own heart. The giant was real. The fear was real. But God's presence was greater. Tonight maybe your fears still feel real too. Maybe anxiety still visits your thoughts. Maybe stress still lingers quietly inside your chest. But Jesus remains greater than every fear trying to steal your peace. As the soldiers begin celebrating in the distance, David quietly steps away from the noise. He does not seem filled with pride. Instead, there is peaceful gratitude in his spirit. He knows the victory did not come from human strength alone. And tonight your own soul does not need to depend only on its own strength either. God walks beside weary hearts too. The cool night air brushes softly against your face while the valley slowly grows calm again. The fires burn quietly beneath the stars while distant voices fade further into the background. Your thoughts continue slowing now. Your breathing remains deep and peaceful. Your body feels fully relaxed. And deep inside your heart, fear no longer feels quite as powerful as before. Sometimes anxiety convinces people they must stay emotionally alert at all times. It teaches the mind to expect danger everywhere. It fills the body with tension that becomes exhausting over time. But tonight Jesus gently invites your soul to rest. You no longer need to prepare for every possible disaster tonight. You no longer need to carry tomorrow before it arrives. You no longer need to fight every battle alone. God remains near even here in the quiet darkness. The stars above the valley shine softly while the cool wind moves gently across the peaceful hills. David quietly looks toward heaven with calm gratitude in his eyes. And tonight your soul can rest in that same quiet trust too. Not because life suddenly became perfect, but because Jesus continues staying beside you through every uncertain season. Your heart feels lighter now. Your thoughts feel softer. Your body drifts closer toward peaceful sleep. And while the world rests around you, God's presence continues surrounding your weary soul with comfort and peace. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this gentle prayer settle softly into your spirit. Jesus, thank you for reminding me tonight that fear is not stronger than your presence. Thank you for walking beside me through every anxious season and every hidden struggle. Please calm every restless thought inside my mind and help my heart trust you more deeply. When life feels overwhelming, remind me that I never face my battles alone. Fill this night with your peace and let my soul rest safely beside you until morning comes. Amen. The night has become deeply quiet now. The world around you feels peaceful and still. Your body rests comfortably beneath warm blankets while your breathing moves slowly and gently. Every soft breath carries you deeper into calmness. Every passing moment helps your heart feel safer and lighter. Jesus is still near you tonight. Even in silence, His presence surrounds you gently. Even while your eyes grow heavy with sleep, God remains beside you, watching over every tired part of your heart with tenderness and care. Imagine yourself once again standing in the quiet valley after the battle has ended. The giant has fallen. The shouting has faded. The soldiers slowly return to their camps while the cool night air moves peacefully across the hills. The stars above shine brightly in the dark sky. Everything feels calm now. David walks quietly away from the battlefield while the noise of celebration fades behind him. He does not stay near the crowds for long. Instead, he slowly moves toward a quiet hill overlooking the valley. You follow him silently beneath the moonlight. The night breeze brushes softly across the grass while distant fires glow warmly below. David sits down on a large stone beneath the stars and gently places the sling beside him. His face looks peaceful but thoughtful too. He understands something many people forget after difficult battles. Even after moments of victory, the human heart can still feel tired. Fear leaves marks behind. Stress leaves exhaustion behind. Painful experiences stay in the mind longer than people often expect. And tonight, maybe your own soul understands that feeling too. Sometimes people survive difficult seasons but still carry emotional exhaustion afterward. Their bodies rest, but their minds remain alert. Their lives continue moving forward while anxiety quietly lingers beneath the surface. But Jesus understands those hidden struggles. He understands the emotional weight people carry after long seasons of fear and stress. And tonight, His presence gently invites your soul to rest fully again. David quietly looks toward the stars while the cool air moves around the peaceful hilltop. For a long moment there are no words at all. Only stillness. Only the quiet sounds of the night. Then slowly David begins playing the harp once more. The melody sounds soft and reflective now. Peaceful and healing. Every gentle note drifts through the cool darkness like calm water moving across a quiet river. As you listen, your heart feels calmer too. The worries that once seemed so loud no longer carry the same power. Your breathing grows slower. Your body sinks deeper into comfort. Your thoughts become softer and quieter. David softly speaks about how fear can stay inside people long after difficult moments end. Even shepherds, even warriors, even kings can feel emotionally tired sometimes. But he also speaks about how God's presence restores weary souls little by little. Not through pressure, not through fear, but through peace. Sometimes healing happens slowly during quiet nights like this. One gentle breath at a time. One peaceful prayer at a time. one moment of rest at a time. The stars above continue shining softly while the peaceful valley stretches endlessly beneath the moonlight. Everything around you feels calm and protected. David closes his eyes for a moment while continuing to play the harp. The peaceful music fills the darkness with comfort. And as you listen, you begin realizing something important. You were never meant to carry endless fear inside your heart. You were never created to live trapped in constant stress and anxiety. God desires peace for your soul too. Not perfect circumstances. Not a life without struggles. But peace that remains steady even during uncertain seasons. The cool night breeze brushes gently across your face while the music continues softly beside you. The peaceful hilltop feels safe beneath the stars. Jesus remains beside your heart in the same gentle way. He is not asking you to fight every anxious thought tonight. He is not asking you to carry every burden by yourself anymore. He simply invites you to rest near him. Sometimes people spend years trying to appear strong while quietly feeling overwhelmed inside. They carry emotional wounds silently. They keep moving forward while their souls become exhausted from stress, fear, and overthinking. But tonight your soul can stop striving for a little while. Tonight you can rest. Tonight you can breathe deeply again. Tonight you can let peace slowly cover every tired place inside your heart. David gently lowers the harp while the night grows even quieter around you. The stars continue glowing above the peaceful valley while the fires below slowly burn lower and softer. Everything feels still now. Everything feels safe. The fear from the battlefield no longer controls the night. And slowly your own fears begin loosening their grip too. Jesus understands every hidden burden you carry. He understands emotional exhaustion. He understands anxiety that quietly steals peace from the mind. And still his love remains patient, gentle, and faithful toward you. Your body feels fully relaxed now. Your breathing moves slowly and peacefully. Your thoughts drift softly like clouds moving across the night sky. Sleep begins drawing closer with every passing moment. The peaceful hill beneath the stars feels almost like a place of healing now. A place where tired hearts finally stop running. A place where anxious souls remember they are not alone. David quietly looks toward heaven one last time before resting peacefully beneath the night sky. And tonight your soul can rest there too. Not in fear. Not in panic. But in the gentle, peaceful presence of God. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this final prayer settle softly into your heart. Jesus, thank you for staying beside me through every difficult season and every fearful night. Thank you for understanding the hidden exhaustion inside my heart. Please continue healing every anxious place inside me and help my soul rest peacefully in your presence. When fear tries to return, remind me that your peace remains greater. Watch over me through this night and let me wake tomorrow feeling calm, renewed, protected, and deeply loved. Amen. The night is very quiet now. The world around you feels slow and peaceful. Your breathing is calm and steady. Your body feels warm and relaxed beneath the blankets. Little by little, every anxious thought continues drifting further away into the stillness of the night. Jesus remains near you. Even now, while darkness covers the earth, His presence gently surrounds your heart with peace and comfort. You are not alone tonight. God continues watching over you with tenderness and care. Take another slow breath in. Then slowly breathe out. Let your whole body soften even more deeply into rest. There is nothing you need to prove right now. Nothing you need to carry alone anymore. Imagine yourself walking quietly beneath the stars once again. The cool night air moves softly across the hills while distant crickets sing gently in the darkness. The moonlight stretches across rocky ground as you slowly move forward through the peaceful night. Far ahead, you notice the opening of a large cave hidden among the hills. A soft orange light flickers from inside. As you walk closer, you hear the familiar sound of David's harp echoing quietly through the cave walls. The melody feels peaceful, but there is sadness hidden inside it too. You step inside slowly. The cave feels cool and still. Shadows move softly along the stone walls from the small fire burning nearby. And sitting beside the fire is David. He looks older now, more tired. The peaceful shepherd from the fields has lived through many difficult seasons since then. Battles, fear, running from danger, sleepless nights hiding in the wilderness, emotional exhaustion quietly resting behind his eyes. Yet even here in the darkness, he continues turning toward God instead of away from Him. David gently plays the harp while staring into the fire. The peaceful melody fills the cave with calmness. For a while, neither of you speaks. Only the soft music and the crackling fire break the silence. As you sit quietly nearby, you begin realizing something important. Even strong people become emotionally tired sometimes. Even faithful hearts experience fear and exhaustion. Even people deeply loved by God can carry emotional wounds from painful seasons. David understands that feeling deeply now. King Saul continues searching for him outside these hills. Every day David lives with uncertainty. Every night he sleeps wondering if danger is close again. Fear and stress have followed him for a long time. And maybe tonight your own heart understands something about that exhaustion too. Sometimes life places people in long seasons of emotional survival. They stay alert constantly. Their minds never fully relax. They carry hidden stress so long that peace begins feeling unfamiliar. But tonight Jesus gently reminds your soul that you were never meant to live trapped in endless fear. God desires rest for your heart too. The cave remains quiet around you while the fire glows softly against the stone walls. David slowly stops playing the harp and looks toward the entrance of the cave where moonlight touches the ground outside. Then softly he begins speaking about loneliness. Not simply being physically alone, but the deeper loneliness people feel when carrying emotional pain silently. David speaks about nights where fear followed him into sleep. Nights where exhaustion weighed heavily on his soul. Nights where uncertainty made his heart feel tired and overwhelmed. Yet even during those dark moments he discovered something beautiful. God remained near him in the cave too. Not only during peaceful seasons, not only during victories, but even during hidden painful nights where fear felt overwhelming. And tonight maybe your own soul needs that reminder. Jesus remains close during anxious nights too. He stays near during emotional exhaustion. He remains present during seasons where your heart feels wounded and tired. The cool breeze moves gently through the cave entrance while the fire continues glowing softly beside you both. The peaceful stillness around you begins calming every restless thought inside your mind. David quietly lifts the harp again and softly plays another melody beneath the stars shining outside the cave. The music sounds slower now, softer, almost like a prayer for healing. As you listen, your body relaxes even more deeply into peace. Your thoughts begin slowing. The fears you carried earlier no longer feel as heavy. Because something inside your soul is remembering that God does not abandon weary hearts. Sometimes emotional wounds remain hidden beneath the surface for a very long time. People continue smiling, continue working, continue helping others. Yet quietly inside they feel drained and overwhelmed. But Jesus sees those hidden places clearly. He notices every tired thought, every anxious night, every silent fear people try to hide. And still his love remains gentle and patient. The stars outside the cave shine softly across the dark hills while the peaceful night air drifts through the entrance. Everything around you feels calm and protected. David closes his eyes while continuing to play the harp softly beside the fire. And slowly your own heart begins feeling safe enough to rest too. You no longer need to carry every burden alone tonight. You no longer need to stay emotionally alert every moment. You no longer need to prepare yourself for every possible fear before sleeping. God remains near even here in the quiet darkness. The cave that once felt lonely now feels peaceful instead. Almost holy. A quiet place where tired hearts breathe again. A quiet place where fear slowly loses its grip. A quiet place where God's presence gently restores exhausted souls little by little. Your breathing feels slow and deep now. Your body feels fully relaxed. The tension in your chest continues fading away. And while the peaceful music fills the cave, your soul begins resting more deeply in God's presence. Jesus understands emotional scars better than anyone. He understands the hidden exhaustion that comes after long seasons of fear, stress, and uncertainty. And tonight he gently reminds you that healing often begins in quiet moments like this. One peaceful breath at a time. One quiet prayer at a time. One night of rest at a time. The fire beside David burns lower now while the peaceful cave grows even quieter around you. Sleep begins drawing closer like soft waves slowly carrying your mind into stillness. And before you drift deeper into rest, let this final prayer settle softly into your heart. Jesus, thank you for staying near me even during difficult seasons of fear and exhaustion. Thank you for understanding the hidden wounds and emotional burdens inside my heart. Please calm every anxious thought and help my soul feel safe in your presence tonight. Heal every tired place inside me little by little and remind me that I never walk through life alone. Watch over me through this night and let your peace remain with me until morning comes. Amen. The night feels deeply peaceful now. The darkness around you no longer feels heavy or frightening. Instead, it feels calm and safe, like a quiet shelter protecting your tired soul from the noise of the world. Your breathing moves slowly and gently. Your body rests comfortably beneath warm blankets. Every soft breath helps your thoughts become quieter. Every peaceful moment carries your heart deeper into stillness. Jesus remains beside you tonight. Even now, while your eyes grow heavy with rest, His presence continues surrounding you softly with comfort and peace. You are not forgotten in your struggles. You are not abandoned in your exhaustion. God is still near. Imagine yourself once again sitting quietly inside the cave beside David. The small fire continues glowing warmly against the stone walls while cool night air drifts softly through the entrance. Outside, the stars shine peacefully above the dark hills. The cave feels silent now except for the gentle sound of the harp. David continues playing softly while shadows move quietly along the walls beside him. His face looks tired but peaceful at the same time. There is sadness inside his eyes, but there is trust there too. David understands what it feels like to carry emotional exhaustion for a long time. Every day he has remained alert for danger. Every night he has wondered if Saul might finally find him. Fear and uncertainty have slowly worn down his spirit over time. And tonight maybe your own heart understands something about that kind of weariness too. Sometimes people live through stressful seasons for so long that their bodies forget how to fully relax. Their minds stay alert constantly. Even during quiet moments, anxiety continues whispering inside them. But Jesus never intended for your soul to live trapped in endless fear. He invites weary hearts to rest near Him. The fire beside you crackles softly while David slowly lowers the harp for a moment. He looks toward the entrance of the cave where moonlight shines across the ground outside. Then softly he begins speaking about hidden pain. Not all wounds can be seen by others. Some wounds live quietly inside the heart. Some pain follows people silently through everyday life. Some fears stay hidden beneath smiles and normal conversations. David understands that kind of hidden struggle deeply now. He remembers lonely nights running through wilderness paths beneath cold skies. He remembers sleeping lightly because danger always felt near. He remembers moments where exhaustion became almost unbearable. Yet even through all those painful seasons, he continued discovering something beautiful. God remained faithful in the darkness too. Not only in peaceful fields, not only after victories, but even here inside lonely caves filled with fear and uncertainty. And tonight maybe your own soul needs that reminder too. Jesus stays near during anxious seasons. He remains close during emotional exhaustion. He does not step away when hearts become overwhelmed. The cool breeze moves gently through the cave while the stars continue glowing softly outside. Everything around you feels peaceful and still. David slowly begins playing the harp again. The melody sounds softer now, slower, almost like healing moving quietly through the darkness. As you listen, your breathing becomes deeper. Your body relaxes further. Your thoughts drift farther away from stress and worry. The peaceful music seems to carry calmness directly into your soul. Sometimes healing begins when people finally stop fighting to stay strong every moment. Sometimes peace enters when the heart realizes it no longer needs to carry everything alone. Tonight your soul can rest like that too. You do not need to solve every problem before sleeping. You do not need to prepare yourself for every fear tomorrow might bring. You do not need to remain emotionally exhausted forever. Jesus gently invites your tired heart to rest beside Him. The cave that once felt lonely now feels peaceful instead. Almost comforting. Like a quiet hiding place where exhausted souls slowly begin breathing again. David quietly closes his eyes while playing the harp beneath the soft firelight. His face no longer looks tense. Worship has become a place of healing for him. A place where fear slowly loses its power. And tonight maybe God's presence is becoming that place for your own soul too. A quiet place where anxiety grows softer. A quiet place where emotional wounds begin healing slowly. A quiet place where peace finally enters again. The stars outside shine brightly across the night sky while the cool air drifts softly through the cave entrance. Everything feels calm. Everything feels protected. Jesus understands every hidden burden you carry tonight. He understands stress that lingers for years. He understands painful memories that still affect the heart. He understands emotional exhaustion that words cannot fully explain. And still His love remains patient and gentle toward you. As the peaceful music continues, your thoughts grow slower and quieter now. The fears that once felt overwhelming no longer seem quite as powerful. Your body feels warm and heavy with rest. Your heartbeat moves calmly and steadily. Sleep slowly draws closer. The fire beside David burns lower and softer while the peaceful cave becomes even quieter around you. Shadows dance gently along the stone walls while the night continues deepening outside. And in this quiet, peaceful moment, your soul begins remembering something beautiful. You are safe in God's presence tonight. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because Jesus remains near even during difficult seasons. The emotional weight you carried earlier feels lighter now. The tension inside your chest continues fading away. Your thoughts drift softly like clouds moving through the night sky. And slowly, peacefully, your soul settles deeper into rest. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this gentle prayer settle softly into your spirit. Jesus, thank you for staying close to me during every exhausting season of life. Thank you for understanding the hidden fears and emotional pain inside my heart. Please continue healing every wounded place inside me and help my soul finally rest in your peace. When anxiety tries to return, remind me that your presence remains stronger than my fear. Watch over me through this night and let me wake tomorrow feeling calm, renewed, protected, and deeply loved. Amen. The night has become very still now. The quietness around you feels deep and peaceful. Your body rests gently beneath warm blankets while your breathing moves slowly and softly. Every breath carries you further away from stress and closer to calmness. Jesus is still beside you tonight. His presence remains steady in the silence. Even now, while the world sleeps around you, God continues watching over your heart with gentle care and compassion. You are safe here in this peaceful moment. Imagine yourself once again inside the quiet cave beside David. The small fire beside him burns low now, casting soft golden light across the stone walls. Outside, the stars shine brightly above the dark hills while cool night air drifts slowly through the entrance. Everything feels calm. Everything feels protected. David sits quietly beside the fading fire with the harp resting gently across his lap. His eyes look tired but peaceful. There is wisdom in his face now. Wisdom shaped through lonely nights, difficult battles, fear, exhaustion, and survival. For a long moment he says nothing at all. Only the soft sound of the wind moving outside the cave fills the silence. Then slowly David begins playing the harp once more. The melody feels softer than before. Slower. Gentler. Like a peaceful prayer rising quietly into the night sky. As you listen, your own heart becomes quieter too. Your thoughts slow down. Your breathing deepens. The tension inside your chest begins fading further away. David softly speaks about how fear can follow people even after danger passes. Sometimes painful experiences leave hidden scars inside the soul. Even after difficult seasons end, the heart can still remain tired. Tonight maybe your own soul understands that feeling. Sometimes people become so used to carrying stress that peace feels unfamiliar. Their minds continue expecting problems even during calm moments. Their bodies remain tense even while resting. But Jesus never intended for your heart to live trapped in endless fear. He desires peace for your soul. Not rushed peace. Not temporary escape. But deep, steady peace that gently restores exhausted hearts little by little. The cool breeze moves softly through the cave while the stars continue glowing peacefully outside. Everything around you feels quiet and safe. David closes his eyes while softly playing the harp beside the fire. The peaceful melody drifts through the cave like healing flowing gently through darkness. And slowly your own soul begins feeling safe enough to rest more deeply too. You no longer need to stay emotionally alert tonight. You no longer need to carry every burden inside your mind. You no longer need to fight every anxious thought alone. Jesus remains near. The cave that once represented hiding fear and exhaustion now feels different. It feels peaceful, almost sacred. A quiet place where weary hearts stop running. A quiet place where emotional wounds begin healing slowly. A quiet place where God's presence gently restores peace to tired souls. David softly speaks again while the fire continues glowing beside him. He talks about how many people quietly carry emotional pain while pretending they are fine. They continue moving through life while exhaustion slowly grows heavier inside them. They feel pressure to remain strong even when their hearts feel worn down. But God sees beyond appearances. He sees every hidden fear, every painful memory, every restless night, every anxious thought people try to hide. And still His love remains patient and gentle. Tonight maybe your heart needs to hear that again. You are deeply loved even while feeling tired. You are not weak because life has overwhelmed you sometimes. You are not forgotten during anxious seasons. Jesus stays close to weary hearts too. The peaceful music from the harp continues softly through the cave while the cool night air brushes gently across your face. Your body feels heavier with rest now. Your thoughts move slower and quieter. The stress you carried earlier no longer feels as strong. The fear inside your chest continues softening. Peace slowly covers your soul like warm light filling darkness. Outside, the stars remain bright and endless across the night sky. The hills rest silently beneath the moonlight. Everything around you feels still and calm. David gently lowers the harp while the fire beside him burns lower and softer. He quietly looks toward the heavens with peaceful trust in his eyes. Not because his life became easy, but because he learned God remained faithful through every painful season. And tonight that same faithfulness surrounds your heart too. Jesus understands emotional exhaustion better than anyone. He understands sleepless nights. He understands hidden anxiety. He understands trauma, grief, loneliness, and fear. And still he gently invites your soul to rest beside him tonight. The cave grows quieter now while sleep slowly draws closer around you. Your breathing feels deep and peaceful. Your body feels fully relaxed. Your mind no longer races with fear. Instead, there is stillness, comfort, safety, peace. And while the world continues sleeping outside, God's presence remains close beside you through every slow, peaceful breath. You are not abandoned in difficult seasons. You are not forgotten during painful nights. You are held gently by the love of God even now. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this final prayer settle softly into your heart. Jesus, thank you for staying beside me through every fearful and exhausting season of life. Thank you for understanding the hidden wounds inside my heart. Please continue healing every anxious place within me and help my soul rest safely in your presence tonight. Calm every restless thought and remind me that I never walk through life alone. Stay near me through every hour of this night and let me wake tomorrow feeling peaceful, renewed, protected, and deeply loved. Amen. The night is peaceful now. The darkness around you feels soft and calm. Your body rests deeply beneath warm blankets while your breathing moves slowly and gently. The worries that once felt loud have faded into quiet stillness. Jesus is still beside you tonight. His presence surrounds your heart with peace and safety. Even now, while the world sleeps, God remains awake, watching over you with tenderness and love. You are not alone in this night. You are held gently in His care. Take one more slow breath in. Then softly breathe out. Feel your whole body relaxing even more deeply into rest. Let every anxious thought drift away like clouds slowly disappearing into the quiet night sky. Imagine yourself once again walking through the peaceful hills beneath the stars. The cool night air brushes gently against your face while moonlight stretches across the land. Everything feels calm and still. Far ahead you notice a warm golden light glowing softly through the darkness. As you walk closer you begin hearing the familiar peaceful sound of David's harp. The melody drifts gently through the cool night air, carrying comfort and calmness with every note. You continue walking until you reach a beautiful quiet palace resting peacefully beneath the stars. Inside the palace, David sits quietly near an open window overlooking the sleeping city below. The years have changed him. His face carries wisdom now. The young shepherd who once watched sheep beneath lonely skies has lived through battles, victories, fear, grief, and long seasons of emotional exhaustion. Yet tonight there is peace in his spirit. Not because life was easy, but because through every painful season he discovered that God never abandoned him. The room feels warm and peaceful around you. Small candles flicker softly against the walls while cool night air drifts through the open window. Outside, the stars shine brightly across the dark sky. David gently plays the harp while quietly looking toward the heavens. The peaceful music fills the room like healing, moving softly through tired hearts. As you sit nearby, your own soul begins feeling lighter too. The fears you carried earlier no longer seem as powerful. The stress inside your chest continues fading away. Your breathing grows slower and deeper. David softly begins speaking about how many people spend years searching for peace in the wrong places. Some search for control. Some search for approval. Some search for certainty about the future. But true peace does not come from controlling everything. True peace begins when the heart learns to rest in God's presence. Tonight maybe your own soul is beginning to understand that too. You were never meant to carry the entire weight of life alone. Jesus invites weary hearts to rest beside him. Not after becoming perfect. Not after solving every problem. But exactly as they are. Tired hearts are welcome in his presence. Anxious minds are welcome too. David softly smiles while continuing to play the harp. There is gentleness in his eyes now. He remembers all the seasons God carried him through. The lonely caves. The fearful battles. The sleepless nights. The emotional wounds. The seasons where uncertainty felt overwhelming. And yet through every difficult moment God remained faithful. Tonight maybe your own heart needs that reminder too. You have survived difficult nights before. God has quietly carried you through painful seasons before. Even when fear felt overwhelming, his presence remained near. The cool night breeze moves softly through the open window while the peaceful music continues. The city below sleeps quietly beneath the stars. Everything around you feels safe and calm. Jesus understands every hidden burden you still carry tonight. He understands emotional exhaustion. He understands anxiety that quietly steals peace from the mind. He understands grief, loneliness, fear, and uncertainty. And still His love remains gentle toward you. As the peaceful music fills the room, your thoughts continue slowing down. Your body feels warm and heavy with rest. Your mind no longer races with worry. Instead, your soul feels covered in peace. David softly speaks again while the candles flicker gently beside him. He talks about how healing often happens slowly, one peaceful night at a time, one quiet prayer at a time, one moment of surrender at a time. Sometimes people try so hard to stay strong that they forget how deeply they need rest. But tonight your soul no longer needs to fight for control. Tonight you can safely let go. Jesus remains near. The room grows even quieter now while the stars continue shining peacefully outside. The harp melody slows softly like a lullaby, carrying your thoughts toward deep, peaceful sleep. David gently closes his eyes while playing quietly beneath the night sky. And slowly your own heart begins resting more deeply too. You no longer need to relive every fear tonight. You no longer need to prepare yourself for tomorrow before sleeping. You no longer need to carry every burden alone. God remains with you even here in the stillness of this peaceful night. Your breathing feels deep and calm now. Your body feels fully relaxed. The tension inside your chest has almost completely faded away. Peace surrounds your soul gently like warm light filling darkness. The stars outside remain bright and endless while the cool night air moves softly through the room. Everything feels still. Everything feels safe. Jesus continues watching over you with tenderness and care. And tonight your tired heart can finally rest. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this final prayer settle softly into your soul. Jesus, thank you for staying faithful through every season of my life. Thank you for carrying me through fear, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Please continue filling my heart with your peace tonight. Calm every anxious thought and help my soul rest deeply in your presence. Remind me that I do not walk through life alone and that your love remains steady through every difficult moment. Watch over me while I sleep and let me wake tomorrow feeling peaceful, renewed, protected, and deeply loved. Amen. The night feels deeply calm now. The room around you is quiet and peaceful. Your body rests softly beneath warm blankets while your breathing moves slowly and steadily. Every breath carries your heart further into stillness and rest. Jesus is still near you tonight. Even now, while the world sleeps, His presence gently surrounds your soul with comfort, peace, and safety. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. God continues watching over you with faithful love through every quiet hour of this night. Take another slow breath in. Then softly breathe out. Let every remaining layer of stress leave your body little by little. Let your shoulders relax completely. Let your thoughts drift peacefully like soft clouds moving across the night sky. Imagine yourself once again sitting quietly inside the peaceful palace beside David. The candles burn softly against the walls while moonlight pours gently through the open window. Outside, the city rests silently beneath the stars. Everything feels calm here. Everything feels safe. David continues playing the harp quietly beside the window while cool night air drifts through the room. His music feels warm and peaceful, like a gentle invitation for tired hearts to finally rest. You notice how different David seems now compared to the young shepherd from the fields and the fearful man hiding in caves. The years have changed him. Pain shaped him. Long seasons of uncertainty tested him. But through it all, something steady remained inside him. Trust in God's faithfulness. Not because life became easy, but because God continued staying near through every difficult season. Tonight, maybe your own soul needs that reminder too. Sometimes people become emotionally exhausted because they carry life as though everything depends only on them. They try to control every outcome. They overthink every possibility. Their minds never fully stop preparing for fear. But peace slowly enters when the heart learns to rest in God's presence instead of endless worry. David softly speaks while continuing to play the harp. He talks about nights where fear once controlled his thoughts. Nights where loneliness felt overwhelming. Nights where he questioned how everything would work out. Yet every morning God remained faithful again. And maybe tonight your own life carries memories like that too. There were difficult seasons you survived. There were painful moments you thought would destroy your peace forever. There were nights where anxiety felt endless. Yet somehow God quietly carried you through. The cool breeze moves gently through the open window while the stars continue glowing peacefully above the sleeping city. Everything around you feels slow and still. The peaceful music fills the room softly while your own heart continues relaxing more deeply. Your breathing feels calm. Your body feels warm and heavy with rest. The worries inside your mind no longer feel loud or overwhelming. Jesus understands the hidden exhaustion people carry after long seasons of stress and fear. He understands how anxiety can quietly drain joy from the heart. He understands how emotional wounds can remain long after difficult seasons end. And still his love remains patient and gentle toward weary souls. Tonight you no longer need to carry every burden alone. You no longer need to prepare for every possible fear tomorrow might bring. You no longer need to stay emotionally tense and exhausted. Jesus gently invites your soul to rest beside him now. The candles flicker softly while David continues playing peaceful melodies beneath the stars. The room feels filled with warmth, calmness, and healing. For a long, quiet moment there are no words at all. Only peace. Only stillness. Only the quiet reminder that God remains near. As you sit beside David, you notice how peaceful his spirit has become. Not perfect, not untouched by pain, but deeply rooted in trust. And tonight your own heart can begin resting in that same quiet trust too. Not because every problem is solved. Not because life suddenly becomes easy. But because Jesus continues staying beside you through every uncertain season. The stars outside shine endlessly across the dark sky while the city below sleeps peacefully. Everything feels protected beneath the calmness of the night. Your thoughts continue slowing now. Your heartbeat feels steady and peaceful. The tension inside your chest fades even further away. Sleep slowly draws closer with every passing moment. David gently closes his eyes while quietly playing the harp. The soft melody drifts through the peaceful room like healing flowing gently through darkness. And as you listen, your soul begins understanding something beautiful. You are safe in God's presence tonight. Not because fear no longer exists, but because God's peace remains greater than fear. Jesus continues watching over your heart with tenderness and care. His love remains steady through every difficult season. His peace still surrounds weary souls. And tonight your tired heart can finally stop striving for a while. The peaceful room grows quieter now while the candles burn lower and softer beside the window. The cool night air moves gently through the palace while the stars remain bright above the sleeping earth. Your body feels fully relaxed. Your breathing feels slow and peaceful. Your thoughts drift softly toward deep, restful sleep. And while the world rests outside, God's faithful presence continues surrounding you with calmness, comfort, and love. Before sleep fully carries you away, let this gentle prayer settle softly into your spirit. Jesus, thank you for remaining faithful through every difficult season of my life. Thank you for carrying me through fear, anxiety, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Please continue calming every restless thought inside my mind and help my soul rest fully in your peace tonight. Remind me that your love remains steady even during hard seasons and that I never face life alone. Watch over me through this night and let me wake tomorrow feeling calm, renewed, safe, and deeply loved. Amen. The night has become completely still now. The world around you rests quietly beneath the darkness. Your breathing moves softly and peacefully. Your body feels warm, heavy, and relaxed beneath the blankets. Every anxious thought has slowly faded into calm silence. Jesus is still beside you tonight. Even now, while your eyes grow heavy with sleep, His presence remains gentle, steady, and full of peace. God continues watching over you through every quiet moment of this night with tenderness, love, and care. Take one final slow breath in. Then softly breathe out. Let your whole body sink fully into rest. There is nothing left you need to carry tonight. Nothing left you need to solve before sleep. You are safe here in God's presence. Imagine yourself once more inside the peaceful palace beside David. The candles now burn very softly while moonlight fills the room with gentle silver light. Outside, the stars stretch endlessly across the dark sky above the sleeping city. Everything feels peaceful. Everything feels calm. The cool night breeze drifts gently through the open window while David quietly plays one final melody on the harp beside the fading candlelight. The music feels softer than ever before. Slow, gentle, healing. Every peaceful note seems to quiet the last remaining fears inside your heart. David looks peaceful now as he gazes toward the stars outside the window. The years of fear, battle, loneliness, and uncertainty have shaped him deeply. Yet through every season he discovered something that never changed. God remained faithful. Even during caves filled with fear. Even during lonely nights beneath cold skies. Even during battles that seemed impossible to survive. God never left him. And tonight maybe your own soul needs that reminder one final time before sleep. Jesus has not left you either. Not during anxious nights. Not during emotional exhaustion. Not during seasons where life felt overwhelming. He remained near through it all. The peaceful music continues softly through the quiet room while your breathing becomes even slower and deeper. Your thoughts drift gently like soft clouds beneath the night sky. The stress you carried earlier no longer feels heavy. The fear inside your chest has softened into peace. Your body feels completely relaxed now. David quietly lowers the harp and softly speaks while the candles continue flickering beside him. He speaks about how many people spend their lives searching for peace while forgetting that true rest begins with surrender. Not surrender to fear, but surrendering burdens into God's hands. Sometimes healing begins when people finally stop trying to carry everything alone. Tonight your soul can rest in that surrender too. You no longer need to hold on to every fear. You no longer need to replay every painful memory tonight. You no longer need to prepare yourself for every possible tomorrow. Jesus gently holds your tired heart even now. The room grows quieter and quieter while the stars outside remain bright and endless above the sleeping earth. Everything around you feels wrapped in calmness. David softly closes his eyes for a moment while peaceful silence fills the room. And in that silence your own soul begins realizing something beautiful. You made it through difficult seasons before. God carried you through fearful nights before. Even when your heart felt exhausted, His love remained steady beside you. And that same faithful love still surrounds you tonight. The cool breeze brushes softly through the open window while the final candlelight flickers gently against the walls. Sleep now feels very close, peaceful, and safe. Jesus understands every hidden burden you carried into this night. He understands emotional wounds. He understands overthinking, anxiety, fear, loneliness, and exhaustion. And still His presence remains gentle toward your weary soul. Tonight your heart no longer needs to strive. Your mind no longer needs to race. Your body no longer needs to stay tense and alert. Peace now surrounds you fully. The peaceful palace beneath the stars feels almost timeless now. A quiet resting place where weary hearts finally breathe again. A place where fear grows quiet. A place where God's presence gently restores tired souls through the stillness of the night. David slowly places the harp beside him while the room becomes completely silent. No fear. No pressure. No noise. Only peace. Only rest. Only the quiet, faithful presence of God. And tonight your soul can rest there too. Your breathing feels soft and steady now. Your body feels completely relaxed. Your thoughts drift slowly into peaceful sleep. The stars outside continue shining above the quiet earth while God's gentle presence remains close beside you through every moment of this restful night. You are deeply loved. You are safe. You are not alone. And before sleep finally carries you away, let this final prayer settle softly into your heart. Jesus, thank you for staying faithful through every season of my life. Thank you for carrying me through fear, exhaustion, loneliness, and uncertainty. Please continue filling my heart with your peace tonight. Calm every remaining anxious thought and let my soul rest deeply in your presence. Help me remember that I never walk through life alone and that your love remains steady through every difficult moment. Watch over me while I sleep and let tomorrow begin with renewed peace, hope, strength, and calmness inside my heart. Amen.